What's going on, everyone? Gig Accountant here. My name is Nazim. I'm a licensed CPA in the state of New Jersey. I am also a gig economy worker working on food delivery platforms such as Grubhub, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Postmates. Referral links are in the description box down below if you are interested in signing up for any one of those apps. So yeah, I had another frustrating point yesterday dealing with late orders. And in my region, this past week, there has been a substantial number of late orders that have been assigned to me. Not only have they been late, but I'm getting them assigned one after another. So at any single time, I'll be assigned with 5 orders. So they say that having these orders is not going to be held against you, but for instance, I do Grubhub, and they frequently will say that, okay, you get these orders, it's not going to be held against you because, they're late, whatever. But my experience has been different from that. For instance, I've had a time where I had 5 orders on my queue, and 2 of the orders, after I had actually delivered them, were removed with penalty, without inquiry from me, without them engaging me and calling me to ask about it. They removed with penalty the orders from my list. So that affected my acceptance rate. And I had 5 other orders in my queue. And these 2 orders I had actually already completed, and I was calling them about. So they will hold it against you. They very may well hold you against it while they're calling you about the next orders, asking why you haven't completed the next order. So that's something to keep in mind. The customer support, the driver support and all that stuff, the entire infrastructure that has been built to operate with dispatching of these orders has not been built in such a way to handle all these late orders that may be assigned to a driver already late, and a driver that has a large number of orders on their queue. Not only that, once they remove it without penalty, they will be able to reimburse you for the for the cost, the payment that they guaranteed to give you, but they are unable to remove the removed with penalty statistic from your driver log. So that will stay for the next 30 days. The one thing that they can do is they can change your status from Premier to Pro to Partner on their own discretion, ignoring your stats. So that's something that they actually did for me. They moved me to Premier. So something to keep in mind regarding that. But anyway, the other day, so I did everything that I could do, like regarding late order. I had received an order out in Flemington. So Flemington from anywhere else in the region is anywhere between 15 to 25 miles away. So it's over a half an hour drive to get to any restaurant in Flemington. Half an hour, 40 minutes, at least. So I got an order, and normally I reject these Flemington orders. The reason being is just too far. It takes me too out of the way, and I hit guarantee contribution from Grubhub. But this time, this order was for $27. So I said, hey, why not? I'll go ahead and accept this order. This is like one of the few orders from Flemington, which is like actually worth the drive. So I accepted this order, and subsequently to me accepting this order, I received another offer that I accepted in the opposite direction, back the opposite way where I was headed towards. So this was out in like Bound Brook, South Bound Brook. And I was like, hell, now what? So I called the help number, so customer care number that is listed, and I advised them on my situation. I made it clear that no, they asked me, I want to drop the offer. I made it clear, no, I don't want to drop the offer because I don't want to affect my acceptance rate. But, so I made that clear to them, and they advised to me okay, that's fine. We'll just update the drop-off time to the customer. And they updated from like the customer order around 7:20 or something. They updated it to like 9:30, and I actually didn't drop it until after 9:30. So that's kind of ridiculous. And I said, okay, are you guys fine with that? Okay, you're fine, and I'm fine with that. The customer's fine with that. Okay, everything's all good. They didn't actually call the customer to let them know that. The customer, like, reached back to me to, like, confirm because the time had updated. And I said, yeah, I mean, sorry, I mean, that's how long it's going to take me. It's going to take me over half an hour to get there, over half an hour to get back, and then some time to get to you. Okay. So I communicated to everyone that I could think about. Sorry guys, the phone was a little bit tilting. I communicated to everyone that I thought about communicating it to. But I didn't communicate to the restaurant. So once I eventually did get to the restaurant had this kind of attitude with me saying that this order has been sitting for 2 hours. I was beyond frustrated, beyond annoyed, because this really was my fault. I did everything that I could. If I could, I would tell, hey, dispatch, like, send us off, assign us to a different order, but don't, like, hit my acceptance rate. I mean, but like, they don't want to do that. They'd rather you be really late with an order than, like, remove it and reassign it to someone else. And I'm guessing my region just doesn't have that many delivery drivers, is what the main source of the problem is. So I get to the restaurant, and they told me it's been sitting around here for 2 hours. I said, yeah, sorry about that. I called customer care and advised them of the situation. They just told me to keep on going with the order. And that was that. I mean, it was really frustrating that I had to explain to myself that they're looking at me like all annoyed and all pissed off when I did everything that I could. The one thing I guess I could do going forward in the future is not just call the customer, not just call customer care, but also call the restaurant to advise them of the situation. So that's something that is on me that I can do to improve going forward. But it's annoying. Like, I'm driving. How many people am I needed to call if I'm driving? Because honestly, I'm not supposed to be calling or texting people while I'm driving. So I have to pull over, making everything even later, to call all these people, to call customer care, to call the customer, to call the restaurant, and then finally I can start driving. Then finally I can start proceeding on the order after I made those phone calls and made all those text messages. And every time they call me, I have to, like, pull over and answer their phone call, or just, like, whatever the case may be. It's really frustrating, but that's what you gotta do as a driver. The frustrations of being a delivery driver. But there are a lot of good points. It's just dealing with all these late orders and like multiple orders that are assigned to you late as a driver. And as I said, the infrastructure just hasn't been built to handle this. So yeah, that's enough of story time for me. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm a licensed CPA. I offer accounting services, tax preparation and planning, as well as consulting. Rates are subject to change and at my own discretion, but right now I am charging $100 per hour. That's all I got to say, guys. So have a great day. Enjoy, be safe out there, and happy hustling. Have a good one, guys.